at the Museum of Flight. It's Boeing. This display is about the German rocket team. It was one of the first rockets back in the 13th century is when it started. Now, here's some other airplanes. Ken thought the Gossamer Albatross 2 was nice. He thought I would like that. There's some more. U.S. Air Force. There's the U.S. airplane on the left. Here's the moon rock. Here's the command module, 007A. We're going to go up in here. Ooh, got a glass floor.
Okay, they're wondering what the number for the audio is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is second floor or first floor? First floor. First floor.
The hatch.
17,500 miles an hour.
He says that's Baja, California. It's the escape hatch. It's the Air Force one. Joanne. Here's a Bell UH-1H Iroquois from 1970. You gotta notice the gun on this guy too. It's a Fairchild. Here's the newsboy because they delivered newspapers by air. Here's the front of the newsboy. Here's the Boeing 80-A. Here's some flight simulators you can take. Here's a Pratt & Whitney J58 engine. It's for a Blackbird. This is the A04 Phantom. See the shark underneath? Here's the Taylor Aerocar, the third from 1968. It said a plane in every garage. Here's a Williams X-Jet from 1974. Here's the helicopter again. We'll have to have Adam tell us what these are on the back.
You're too big to get in there.
Here's the inside of the cockpit. Here's the front of the Blackbird. This is the Wright Flyer reproduction. This is the red barn that has the birth of aviation. A 12-inch table saw and a 24-inch planer. I think Ken will like some of this stuff in here. There's a motor down here that runs all of these. Right there. There's a 36-inch bandsaw. the joiner, and there's the 6 horsepower engine. Yeah, it's got a lot of wood. The steering wheel. The engine over there. Here's the Hall-Scott A07A inline engine, 100 horsepower at 1400 RPM, dry weight 420 pounds, around 1917. Here's the old miter box back there. Here's a 1928 Boeing Model 40B fuselage. Here's the Pratt & Whitney R1690 Hornet engine. Here's a Shop 19 Transit. A micrometer, calipers, and then the draftsman's box. Here are the founders of American Aerospace: Glenn Curtiss, Alan Lockheed, William Boeing, Donald Douglas, James McDonnell, and James Kindleberger. Here's a display on Rosie the Riveter. It says, "Ladies, please be careful of your language. There may be gentlemen present." Now we're in the personal courage wing. Even has a cock on it. See for Larry. The submarine Spitfire. Here's the Curtiss P-40N Warhawk. Shows O'Reilly's daughter on it. Here's the Nakajima KI-43 LLLA. Here's the General Motors FM2 Wildcat. Has wings that fold up. This is a Goodyear FG-1D Corsair. Here's the big stud. Ace of Spades. Here they have a bunch of miniatures of all the different planes. This is the other side of the Republic, P-47D Thunderbolt. And it talks about the nose arts. They said that the planes were often painted with funny, frightening, or provocative art. It may have been in honor of a special someone or to send a message to the enemy. Here you see Hitler on the front of the Tiger. Here's the Wyandotte. This is the North American P-51D Mustang. Some nose art there too. The Eagle. We're upstairs now in the World War I wing. This is the world's first fighter plane, created in early 1914. It's Italian. Some of the guns. This is the Sopwith triplane. And here's the Fokker. This is from the Royal Aircraft Factory. It's an SE-5. Fast, strong, and easy to fly. Here's the German Albatross. It said, "Flyers sometimes say if a plane looks good, it's bound to fly good too." This was an exception. It's the Aviatik 1917 from Austria and Hungary. Here's another Fokker. It's a triplane. The Red Baron's plane. The Newport Type 27 French plane. Another German plane. and camel. Sopwith. The Nearport Type 28. And the Spad 13. It's about making airplanes. It's all wood. It's the Curtiss GN4D Jenny. Faithful Jenny. It's the Faltz D12 XII. Has to do with movie making. This is Wings, 1927 from Paramount Pictures. Oh, stars Gary Cooper. There's another Fokker. Here's a hot air balloon basket. This is the David C. and Polly Wyman Grand Staircase between the World War II and the World War I exhibit floors. The Museum of Flight Air Park. This is the B-17. Here it is from the back. It's a B-787 Dreamliner. This is the USS George H.W. Bush. It's a Navy plane. Chad Recall Walker. It's a huge engine. This is Air Force One. Air Force One is a temporary call sign. It's used by air traffic controllers for any Air Force aircraft that has the President aboard. So the Marine or the Army aircraft would use call sign Marine 1 or Army 1 when carrying the President, and Air Force 2 when carrying the Vice President. This is an experimental plane. This is Maggie's Wind Garden. Now we walked over and we're in the Space Gallery. The inside. It's all open. Here's the shuttle toilet. It's called the Waste Collection System, or the WCS. And that's the outside. And that's the Museum of Flight.